goodness. I don't think. All right. I'm going to get Natasha on here. This is the weirdest thing. Okay. All right. So my live and ability to invite is being a little funny. So Natasha, comment on here and then I will add you in because it's not letting me do it that way. Ah, there she is. Okay.
Hello, hello.
Hi.
How are ya?
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Okay. My tripod was being funny, and then when I was trying to invite you, it wasn't finding you. So
there is like I want to say it's like a 15 to 20 second delay from when you say invite to I actually get the invite.
Well, and like it wasn't. I don't know why it does this. It would. I searched your name and it said not found, but it was popping up people that aren't in my group, and honestly, people that I don't even talk to. So I was like, how can I invite them to this live? They're not in my group, and
this isn't working right.
yeah. So I don't know why it did that to me another time. So I don't know. It's crazy. So anyway, all right, we're super excited. Okay, I'm so excited for so many reasons. It's December 1st, which is a new month, fresh slate, but that also means Christmas. Like, look, I'm already, yeah, all things Christmas, like, baby, it's cold outside. Yeah, I am all things Christmas. Jason is very, like, not until after Thanksgiving, Christmas music only in December, you know, so when December 1st hits, I'm like, woohoo!
I get to actually decorate now. Yes.
Yes, and that will be going down today, as a matter of fact. So,
Sweet.
yay! Okay, all right. So we've got a few on here already. Why don't y'all kind of? You can make some comments. We'll see if we can answer them or not. Sometimes they pop up, sometimes they don't. But we wanted to do this to talk about three-way calls. You know, when I started this company. I was never a team builder. I had never grown a group in direct sales. The only thing I'd ever done before was like home parties so that I could get discounts, you know, 50% off makeup, half price jeans. Like that was me. I never had a team. I just had parties, you know, just to get the discount. So I didn't understand any of this, but what I understood, and I love that Lavelle makes it so simple. What I understood was I need to feel better. It was only 3 simple steps, and refer to get it for free. 4 friends thriving with you as a promoter, no fees. You get VIP 800, 660 on $800. Double that first 14 days. Guess what? Now you've started a team. 4K in 30 days. You get an iPad Mini. After that, 12K auto bonus, you know, and it's literally been that over and over and over and over again. And I kind of think that some people think it sounds too easy, so we're not telling them something, you know, like there's a secret sauce. And like Jason Kemper said that there's no secret sauce, you know, it literally is just that. And that's how I've grown this business because it's so simple. Do we have to get up and put in the work? Yeah, but it's simple. you don't have to overthink it. You don't have to overdo it. If there was something I had to overthink or any of that, it was, so now it's like, hey, just get your friends on Thrive. That's how we started this. And then also adding in, pull in someone else for validation. Yeah. So now I will say in the beginning, like when Maria said, hey, just get on the phone with me, that was no big deal. But when people started talking about three-way calls, my brain was like, because we all have this mentality of used car salesman. If you've ever had that experience, and I love our dealership. We actually, even before we moved up to luxury cars, thanks to Lavelle, we had found a place that we love, that we'd done business with for 11 years because they were no pressure. They were here in the area. And I even took my mom there because my mom was looking for a certain car. We went to this other place. Oh, it was awful. Like, it was bad. It gave us both anxiety. And, they like back you in a corner. Well, let me get my manager. Let me get this manager. Oh, and I have your driver's license because I made a copy. And I'm like, just get my driver's license back. I want to leave. Like you have to buy a car to get your license back. So that is not it. But that's our brain immediately. I'm not going to be sold, And I love when I came into this that Paul on Calls immediately said, don't say, let me get you on the phone or let me get you on a call with my friend or on a call with my upline. He's like, because even him, before he'd be like, I don't need to talk to somebody else. I need somebody else to sell me, because that's what your brain does. So it started as, hey, when can you chat? And then reaching out to Maria, hey, I've got a girl that can talk at 3. Hey, I can't do 3. I can do 3:30. Hey, can you do 3:30? Yeah, sure. Call me at 3:30. Okay, great. I call her. Hey, Stacy, thanks so much for being willing to chat about this. I'm so excited. Hey, hold on just a second. Literally, that's all I would say. Hold on just a second. And grab Maria. And I still do these, so I still say it. I grab Maria. Hey, Stacy, thanks so much. I grabbed my friend Maria because she's been doing this a lot longer than me, and I wanted you to hear her story. That's how it started. Introduce the two. Stacy, hey, this is Maria. Maria is Stacy. Mute my phone, and Maria would take over. There's 2 reasons you mute your phone, y'all. And if some of you have already heard a lot of this, we're duplicating also for newer people. We're also kind of re-jotting your memories, all that. But 2 reasons you mute your phone. 1, there's feedback noise, and especially when you're coming into this business, what do we say? You can grow this business while you do your life, so if the shampoo bowl was running at the salon or I'm doing dishes and she's talking, that's loud, so no feedback, no noise, just Maria and her talking. Other thing that it does, it stops you from trying to help, like when Maria says, yeah, I'm sleeping all night long. And then I want to go, oh my gosh, yeah, I haven't slept in, forever. And I'm sleeping now, but you need your help because what happens is it's this attack sound, because you got one coming in from one and one coming in from the other, and it becomes that car sell. So you just let them do it. Mute your phone, and then you take over when she says, okay, I'm going to give it back to Amber now, whatever. But that validation is just somebody else's story. This whole Thrive experience, Lavelle is all about third-party validation. Our funnel that you hear us talk about, it's all about third-party validation. So the thing is that you want to utilize the fan page for that validation. You want to utilize the video for validation. You want to get them a free account so they can check out the website for validation. Get them on the phone for validation. So with that, I pulled in Natasha. We want to talk about how and when. We kind of just gave a quick little overview of the why. So how and when. Natasha, I'll just kind of throw some questions at you. I think a lot of it, so when, number one goal is when someone starts asking questions. Yeah. So let's cover that part, and then let's cover but what if they didn't get on the phone then?
Okay.
So let's start with that.
So, yeah. So, when is the right time? Anytime's the right time. I mean, don't overthink that. If you didn't get them on the call when they asked you your first question, that's okay. Don't freak out. You didn't fail. Get them on the phone the next time that they ask a question or before their order comes. So here's just just bam, 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 when I get people on the phone. I get them on the phone when they ask me a simple question. And the reason being, I'm going to tell you why this is so important, is they now see how simple it was for me to get them the answer. And then they instantly go, wow, I could do this, especially once they fall in love with the product. They're like, oh my gosh, I could do this business. That's the biggest reason why for that, that initial getting them introduced. But then I also get them on the phone before their trial hits their hands. So now they have that vision painted for them twice. And they know that trial is not going to be a magic result for them. And so now I just validated that this is just an experience short term. We still need the 30 days and 60 days and beyond. Once they're on the product and they're like, I'm not really noticing anything. Or, oh my gosh, I love this stuff. It doesn't matter either way. I now that's a great time to get them on the phone so they can get excited about what they are feeling. And that's their first time sharing it. And it's like, look, you just shared it with Amber. That's all you do to get your product for free. That's it. I just showed them how simple that was. If they're having issues, like I'm not feeling it, or I'm feeling like I don't like what I feel, or I have a headache, you can give them some feedback, but the validation is what truly makes them feel calm about what they're feeling. So that's when you get them on the phone. They're ready to place their order. Awesome. Get that order placed. Someone said, I have somebody ready to place order. When do I get them on the phone? I said, get the order placed. And then get them on the phone and you show them the excitement of your order's on the way. It'll be at your doorstep maybe Monday or Tuesday. And so when it arrives, this is what you're going to get. This is how you take it. It's a perfect validation call right there. So there's no perfect
Now, if
time.
they have questions, have questions about the ordering process, you can pull somebody in. Like if there's like a hesitation of I'm ready to order, but
why is there only 16 servings of step 2? I get that one a lot. I'm like, that's a really good question. And hey, when can you chat later? That's all I say. And then when they're ready, they're asking you questions about promoting. So you're seeing like there is a time every single aspect of their journey to get them on a phone call with your leadership. And it can be different people. I love doing different. So they start to meet different people in my upline. So that's just something that you guys can do. But I always go to, when I'm starting, I always go to Chastity. If she can't do it, I go to Amber. If she can't do it, I go to Maria. Guess what, guys? Usually those two, and as busy as they are, still can get every call I need in. So don't skip 10 levels. Go one by one by one by one.
Yeah. And even, sometimes like if and you can get with your top 3, right above you, 3 people leaders. But you can even get their permission. Hey, can I do a group chat?
Hold on.
So-and-so has a day job.
We have Thrive for Tots just launched. We have Holiday Duo and Regular.
Yay! Okay, keep watching this and then go order. Okay, awesome. I was super excited. I was like, will it go live today? Will it be tomorrow? Because I knew they'd do something, but when, who, So, okay, awesome. Okay, you're so funny. All right, so here's the thing is, what was I saying? You totally threw me off.
Sorry. I was excited.
It's okay. Okay. This is live and real and raw, people. Okay. But when people, have a question, when they're going to order that kind of thing. Oh, yeah. About your top 3 people. That's what it was. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Basically, ask them, like, if 2 of them work day jobs or something, hey, can I put y'all in a group chat? Not a group chat, a group text or chat for when I need a call. Because that way, like, Natasha could send one message to me, Chastity, and Maria, if that were the case, hey, who can do a call at noon today? That way, you're not like waiting to hear back, you'll probably hear from one of the three, So, get their permit, talk to them about that first. But that works really well because that way Natasha knows, if it's her and two other people in between you and her, and she sees it go by, she knows, okay, Tiffany's going to get that. Yeah. Or, hey, I can see I'm in the middle of a massage. Oh, good. She took care of that, whatever. So that's a great thing. Now, I wanted to, somebody asked a question here. Do you get everyone on a three-way call or just people who have questions? Everyone. I don't see what time that was at. That might have been before we covered that. So yeah, you get everybody on a call because you want to hear somebody else's story. So for example, I've been doing this almost 4 years. Here's what I say now instead of before where I was like, Maria's been doing this a lot longer than me. I want you to hear her story. Now I say, hey, Susie, oh my gosh, thanks so much for being, willing to finally check this out. I know you've heard my story. You've seen my post. I wanted you to hear from somebody else. I love my friend Maria's story, and I just wanted you to hear from her. Maria meet Susie, Susie meet Maria. Like, the same. It's the same. You just change your wording a little bit, So, okay. Natasha, let's talk about when three-way chat or when three-way calls, you just can't get somebody on the phone. Mm-hmm. But let's talk about that. Yeah. Like we've talked about, you can use three-way chats. You can put your friend and your upline in a chat together with you and do it that way. But when do you do that?
Yes. So first, before we get into that, if anybody doesn't know how to merge and do a three-way call on your phone, please comment below. Let us know so we can share that with you guys. We don't have to go over it on this video, but we can individually share it with you guys because that is important to know how to use your technology.
And I can drop a picture. I actually have, like, you can Google a picture and there's a picture. I have it. I'll drop it in the comments later.
Perfect. Because I mean, some people are like, I don't even know what to do. So it's totally fine. Trust me. When I was told I need to do a three-way call, I'm like, how? I mean, I don't know. Last time I did that was when I was a teenager on a landline. All right. So,
That's
when
fun.
it is, you have, somebody who said, yes, I can talk to you at 4:00 and they don't answer their phone. You then say, hey, I missed you. Can we reschedule for maybe later tonight? If they say yes, and they don't answer their phone again, guess what? You still need, here's the thing, I look at it as a time frame. They're interested, but for some reason are scared of the phone or the times just aren't working or their phone's muted or what have you. So I'm like, I'll do a quick chat with, say, it's me, my prospect, and Amber. I put them in a quick three-way chat and say, hey, I don't know what's going on today. Our schedules aren't meshing, but hey, meet Amber. This is my good friend, and I wanted you to hear her story. That's when you can do that. But here's what I love about doing three-way chats. Me as the leader, so Amber doing it with me would say, hey, it'd be so much faster if I just got on the phone with you. So even though I connected in a chat, we're still trying to get on that phone call.
The goal is to hear the voice, the passion, the live. Yeah. If that's not possible, you continue.
Yeah. I mean, you don't want to not give them validation. But we know the value in a phone call. Yeah. That is the best of the best. Doing a group chat is okay.
Yeah, and usually 9 times out of 10, once that other person says, it'd be so much easier if we could just chat real quick, usually they're going to come on. And guys, here's the thing. We know how people are. Don't ever think, oh my gosh, I promise I tried to get them on the phone, or I promise I told them to take it before coffee. All of that. We know that, okay? I mean, I can't tell you the times that I've gotten them on a three-way call with Maria, and they're like, oh, you can get it for free? Or, oh, there's 3 steps? And I'm texting her, I promise I told him that, and she's like, girl. I'm like, I know.
Yeah.
But we know, so I promise you, we're not thinking, oh my gosh, I can't believe she didn't tell them that.
No, they didn't hear it. Here's something, guys. When you're starting something new, you have so much information, and it can be just a few things, but it's more than they had before. And now they're like, I remember this. You told me about all that stuff. They don't remember it. And that is why the validation calls are so important, because we do cover it again and again and again and again. So, don't unmute yourself. And that's another reason why mute is a amazing thing, because once they say, I drank coffee as soon as I woke up, you instantly want to go, I told you not to drink coffee. So mute button is amazing. That way you can sit back and do your frustrations and they don't hear you.
Yeah.
All right. So, where else? Oh, so like the chat, even you have to do at least 2. I like 3. I will try to get someone on the phone 3 times before I resort to a group chat. And if the excuse is, I can't get any leaders to get on the phone with me, go back to what Amber said about putting all your leaders in a group text where it's only used, hey, I have a call today at 4, who can do it with me? That's the whole purpose of that chat.
Mm-hmm. Yes. That is not a blow up the phone chat. Once Natasha says, hey, I can do it at that time, great. Then you direct message Natasha, so you're working it out from there. Not, okay, here's all the info in that chat. That is, just to keep it as short and simple as possible. Hey, is that chat? Is that my boyfriend?
Oh, the boys, they're having fun.
I love them so much.
Oh, goodness. All right, so what's next?
Okay, so I don't know, what's your, trying to look through our notes. Have we covered everything?
Yeah, what if you haven't scheduled with your leader and they didn't answer?
The world ends. No. Okay. It's okay. You shoot them a text. Hey, sorry, they didn't answer, which and I'll touch on this. And Natasha, I don't know what everybody's different. But for me, I would prefer that you call them first and then merge me in. Hey, hold on just a second. And then merge me in and call me and put us together. That way, because when you call me first and we chat and then I'm waiting and then they don't answer, I could have been doing something else, Mm-hmm. So everybody's a little different, how they want to be brought in. Yeah. But I kind of like, hey, that way if they don't answer, you just shoot me a text when they didn't answer. Hey, they didn't answer. Thanks for being available.
Right. What about the other way? You have your person on and the leader you have it scheduled with maybe is still on a call or they don't answer.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, was that your question?
But that was a good answer. I like that. I like that you covered that.
Okay. Oh, okay. So, so if they don't answer, then, you can immediately try to call somebody else, don't worry about trying to shoot a quick text. Go ahead and just call the next person, and see if they answer. Hey, Amber, I'm so sorry. I was scheduled with Natasha, but she answered. She's probably on another call. I've got my potential on right now. Okay, great. I've got 5 minutes. Let's do it quick. That kind of thing. Now, if you can't get somebody, then you just go back to the phone and just be like, hey, thanks for holding. They don't know that you just had to let your dog out. They don't. It's not awkward to them. It's only awkward in our head. So there's a couple things that you can do. You can either just go ahead and share your story. You can let them know, hey, have you watched the fan page? Have you seen any of those stories? Kind of ask them questions, letting them know there's some great stories there of other people and how they love their Thrive. You can also merge them into a recording. If you want to, hey, I wanted to grab my friend Amber. I couldn't get a hold of her, but here, listen to this real quick because this is her story and I just love it. And you could do that. Natasha, what are your What are your thoughts?
That's exactly what I do.
The leader you can't get on.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what I do because, life happens. We all have lives and kids, and there's times that I'm like, oh, my phone's ringing, but my child's screaming. Like, he just hurt himself. Like, I have to be mom first, business second, right? So it happens a lot. And so here's the thing I do if it happens to me. I'm the one trying to get Chastity or Amber on, and they're, oh, orchestra concert went over. Sorry, I can't answer. Whatever it is, because I know that you were at an orchestra concert last night. But I'm just like, okay. And I have if you have a plan on when that happens, you won't freak out. So what I do is I'm like, okay, I hit end, and I don't know if every phone allows you to end that and try to add another call. Mine does. AT&T does. So if you have AT&T, it does.
Yeah, it depends on your carrier. It's not the phone. It depends on your carrier, because when we had Sprint before they did some updates, before we switched to AT&T, there was things I couldn't do. And that was one of them.
Yeah, so I'm AT&T, so I can hit, oh, Amber's not answering, hit end, and instantly call Maria. And if Maria doesn't answer, I hit end, and then I just get back on the phone, just like Amber said, and said, hey, sorry about that. Kids were being crazy, and I wanted to get them settled or whatever. And that's when I just tell them my story, or wherever they are in their journey of Thrive and asking their questions, I do the funnel. That's exactly what I do. And, coming into 2.0, I want you all to have a plan if your 3-way call that was scheduled isn't able to happen. Because we're all going to be seriously, every single person on this entire company, team, organization is going to be slammed. And it's exciting, but you got to have a plan B. So I used to always also have the 24-hour recorded call on my favorites. It's like a speed dial. And I would just say, hey, I know you have tons of questions, but I think this quick call, we'll listen to it together. We'll answer a lot of those, or maybe bring up some more questions. So we listen to it together.
Yep. Perfect. Yes. So, here's another thing. Maybe with technology, you accidentally hang up on them. It's okay. It happens. Did you accidentally hang up on people before you were thriving? Probably, so it's not a big deal. You just call them right back. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. It's not a big deal. Okay. So let's chat real quick, because I did want to keep this within the 30-minute range. Let's chat. We've talked about you as a promoter getting the potentials on the phone, how, when, and why. Now, as the validator that's being pulled into this call, what should you say? How should you say it? What are you keeping this to? So my thing is, and this is just what we were brought in the very beginning, and it's worked pretty well, is, when Natasha says, hey, Amber, this is my friend Stephanie. She's getting her trial pack in the mail, and she's so excited. I just wanted her to hear your story. Well, I just jump in with, hey, how are you? How's it going? I'm not sure how much Natasha told you, but let me share my story with you real quick, and then you can pick my brain. How's that sound? That's pretty much what I always say. Or if, maybe she didn't tell me she's getting a trial pack, she just says, hey, this is Stephanie. I wanted to hear her story. Hey, Stephanie, tell me, what do you know about Thrive so far? That way I kind of get a little info, whatever. But then I go into my story, here's what I love. I was tired, exhausted, worn out mom. It was 3 simple steps. First thing in the morning, 1 to 2 capsules on an empty stomach. 20 to 30 minutes later, drink our lifestyle mix, which, by the way, tastes amazing and is really good on your digestive system. And then you put on the DFT, wearable nutrition, put that on your arm. You're done for the day. I love how simple it is. So then I go into my quick story, Then I say, and I love the fact that as a customer, you can get your product for free. If you want to, you get 2 friends thriving with you, you're going to get it free next month. That's always our goal, is to help everybody get their Thrive for free. Bonus, especially right now, you can say, we're coming up on Christmas. if you need some extra income, Lavelle actually, like I said, doesn't charge any fees, but actually allows you to come on board, get 4 friends thriving with you, and bring in $660 in bonuses just on $800 in orders. What sounds good to you, customer or promoter? You know, so like you painted the picture and given the options without pushing on them being a promoter or only being a customer. You know, I'm very much, y'all know my story, I'm very much about giving them the option, you know, not waiting, not, well, let me make sure I have all 4 people before I push the button, because that's not how I got brought in, right? I was very much, I only wanted to be a customer. I wasn't going to do the business. I became a promoter because it was free to promote, and you could run after a couple $100. So, okay. And there was no fees. So, okay, let's see what happens. But if I hadn't known that, I would have just been a customer.
Right.
And who knows what would have happened from there. So, okay. What do you, is that kind of
very similar? I do like a quick, who am I talking to? Because like, cold market strangers and I'm like, ugh, you know? So even as a successful leader, you still have your like, you know, hesitations. So me just knowing they're a mom or whatever. So if I don't get that before the call, I ask like, oh my gosh, so where do you live? Are you married? Do you have kids? Oh, how old are they? Right? I get a little bit of understanding of who I'm talking to, because then I can tailor what my story's been that I know is going to be part of probably their journey as well. And so I like to be more intentional with my story versus my story, because there's so many aspects to it over 3 years. I mean, come on, we all have like crazy stories in 3 years. So I do that. And then just like you, I give them the option, like, you know, it's free. It's free. Here you can thrive for free. Here you can thrive for free. Here, you don't earn anything. Here, you can get it, you know, your gas tank filled every month, or your electric bill paid, or heck, if you know 4 people that need this, that's $600 before Christmas. So what seems better for you? What option do you want to know more about? And then
yes. And then they're like, oh, you know, I think customer's good. Okay, great. Do you have any questions for me? You know, I always let them know, hey, now you can ask me questions. No, I'm good. Okay, awesome. And now if you know they've gotten a trial pack, you're going to say, it's very important, because here's the other thing, is you validate the leader that brought you onto this call. It's very important that you listen to Natasha and take it the right way, because our goal is for you to feel like $1 million. Now, just understand that 3 days is not going to change your life, but it's going to show you how simple the product is to take. Now, if they've ordered, you're going to say, I cannot wait to hear your experience. Natasha's an amazing leader. I know she's going to keep me updated. It was so great to chat with you. Y'all talk, blah, 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 whatever. Okay, bye. Yeah. You know, that's it, y'all. It's super simple. Paint all sides of the picture. Simple.
So one question, because I know a lot of people, you know, I don't want to do all 3-way calls. You don't want to do all the 3-way calls. Like, we need layered leadership. Everybody should be confident in these calls. So what kind of a timeline, you know, are these calls like 30 minutes? Like, what is it? Because sometimes I think people get on the phone with me and they're like, wow, that was super fast and very efficient. Like, you got through everything in a good time. And so I just want to cover that real quick. I know we're at like the 34 mark, but I think that's an important thing.
Yeah. Okay. So the ideal call is super fast. Now, have I gotten on a call before and gotten a little long-winded because me and that person made a connection and we kind of got chatty? Maybe. But that also, you know, that helps too. But yes, the goal is super simple, share your story. Now, then you've also got those people that will be asking more questions. Like, they really want to know, you know, so then you're talking, you're answering questions. So it could go longer, but the goal is not for you to have a 30-minute team call on this 3-way call. Like, that is not the goal.
No. So like I typically, you know, if it's just a basic call and they're too shy to ask me questions, or maybe don't have questions yet, the call literally is like sometimes 5 to 10 minutes at most. And if it goes longer, If that, and it's usually because I'm trying to figure out who it is before I go into it, so I can give them the right information. But usually they're done. Now, if they start asking questions, now they're in control. They are okay with staying on that phone longer with me. That's how I say they have given the permission. They have painted that picture that they want more information. So now I'm going to stay on the phone with them and help them through that. Now, there is a time, though, when I will say, you know what, your questions, oh my gosh, like seriously, Amber's amazing. I think she can answer all of these questions for you. And I can get back on the phone with you if you have anything more detailed that she might not know right now, but I can't wait to hear your story. So sometimes they go, and you have to be okay with edifying that person so they can take back over and give them that confidence that they, they're amazing. So I do that too.
Yep. Yeah, perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys, drop your questions in the comments. We'll come back and answer them. Natasha, feel free to jump back in a couple times today and maybe put in your input. Thank you so much for spending your morning with us, guys. Thanks again. Last month was amazing. I can't wait for December. I can't wait for 2.0. Guys, where does it all start? It starts with the free account. It starts with you intentionally asking your friends to thrive with you, and then you work in the 3-way call. All right. Bye, y'all. Thanks so much. Thanks, Natasha.